As good a place as any to stop for a drink, I think. Bit of a rest here. I'll make my way up the coast to Heysham. There we have the famous Midland Hotel. And miles of beautiful golden sand. That pub used to be called the Battery. The whole area is called the Battery. It's on the west end of Morecambe. Little car park here if you want to take in the views. It's called the Battery because there used to actually be a military, I don't know if it's naval or army battery, firing out into the bay, keeping the practice up. Let's crack on with the ride. There you go. Morecambe has a lot of murals, a lot in the town centre. This is one of the more recent ones, down Sandylands Promenade. I've had to get in the shade because the sun's directly opposite, so if I tried filming this from another angle you wouldn't see it. There you go. Big skies. A bay of big skies and shifting tides. Come and be happy at Morecambe. Hello horse, why the long face? Ooh, no, I'm gonna have to stop. While I recover after that hill, let's take a look at what's around. Get over to the edge. Just got to be careful I don't fall down there. Zoom in a bit, and that's St. Peter's Church, 1,000-year-old plus. We'll go there next. Zoom out a bit. And across there's Barrowing Furnace. And they build the submarines. You can see all of the coast of Lancashire across the sands. You'll have to excuse my shoddy camera work. More lovely beach there as well. Playground for kids. Field full of horses to say hello to. Don't feed them though. A lot of people think it's okay to feed horses, but yeah, don't just pull things up and feed them to them. It's not the done thing now. Might have noticed I've fitted some panniers. Just make things a little bit easier. Still knackered from getting up that hill. Need more exercise. Hello spider, a money spider on me, that's fortuitous. Panniers, had these for years, had them since 1990s, used to go to work with them. Managed to get some pliers on the brackets so they fit on that thick tubing on the Pashley. They're okay until I get something that's a bit more in keeping with the rest of the bike. The grips, the more I use them, the more comfortable they get. Yeah, they just fit the hand nicely. I've adjusted this a couple of times just for the angle, but once you get it right, supremely comfortable. As is the saddle. My next bit of maintenance I'm going to do is to clean the rear brake drum and just get some sandpaper on the brake shoes. Just to help them bed in properly and fit a 22 tooth cog. Onwards. Excuse the sound of a diesel engine, but we're here at St Peter's Churchyard in Heysham. Lovely base there. Base of a cross. It's not a gravestone like some people think, it's the base of a cross from Anglo-Saxon times, or in this area being Lancashire, probably more accurate to describe it as Anglo-Scandinavian. Probably dates from the 9th or 10th century. Beautiful carving. I'm actually amazed that it's not worn away completely. Got a figure on the back there. Lattice work, not work at the bottom. Intricate scrolls on either side. And that's either, don't know what that represents. There's obviously a figure here, 3 windows, roof, possibly a clergyman. Some sort of saint. There's the church itself. There's another church, literally a stone's throw up there. We'll go and have a look at that later. On those cliffs over there, probably not get to see them, but I think you need a torch to bring them out. But there's carved crosses and such like. I think there's been a hermitage over there at some point, worn out paths and doorways, all very interesting. Church dates from the 9th century or possibly earlier, as does the ruined church St Patrick's up on the headland there. Both were concurrent, they're both in use at the same time. With there being 2 Christian holy sites within within spitting distance of each other, it makes you wonder what was here before. That's a stone cut grave, stone cut coffin. It's been used as a water trough for horses at one point, and that's just here. Here we are down the side of the church. As you see, the churchyard overlooks the bay. Over there behind those railings there are some carvings in the rock there, very early Christian carvings. If I try and position myself right, there we go. If you look behind that cross, bit of a doorway there, and there's some very old worn steps and a tortuous route that takes you up to the top to St Patrick's Chapel, or the ruins of St Patrick's Chapel. Okay, so how's that for a view for your final resting place? And just through the trees there, if I zoom in a little bit, should be able to see part of the wall of St Patrick's Chapel. Some of the tops of the rocks there are reinforced, probably in Victorian times, to stop people falling off when they're exploring. Let's have a walk back up to the church. I'll show you a special treasure inside. That door there, blocked up, that's probably original. That is probably from the 800s, late 700s, thereabouts. Tell by the arch is typical of that era. And here we go, the Sigurd Hogsback in St Peter's Church in Heysham. Well worth a visit, one of the local treasures. You can see Sigurd there, the eponymous hero, and that's the dragon. It's a long and convoluted tale as to why he was killing the dragon and what for, but that's a story for another time. I'll show you the other side. Yeah, sorry, I just had to turn a light on. I asked permission, it was alright, I've been given permission to do that. There we go. Fantastic carvings. Oddly, these things weren't found in Scandinavia, they're only found in mainly northern England and southern Scotland. The area of what was known as Danelaw, Kingdom of York, was the main supply of these things. There's a lot in Durham Cathedral. And a lot of crossover between the Odinic religion and Christian religion. Hence the Germanic folk tales, Germanic heroes, and this was sited on what would have been at the time a Christian church. But the amount of crossover in the Anglo-Scandinavian era was amazing. Quite a few things like this in the area. There's Sigurd's Cross in, I forgot the name of the church, over in Halton, only a few miles away. A lot of history in the area. So, up on the headland we have St Patrick's Chapel. Again, dating from the 800s, 900s, something like that. That was concurrent with the previous church, St Peter's. Well known for the rock cut graves. If you're into classic rock, classic metal, there's a recent Best of Black Sabbath album cover that used that. Got the lion head rock down there, so called for obvious reasons. It does actually look like a lion's head. And if you follow the bay around past the headland, you'll end up at Half Moon Bay and not far from the nuclear power plant. You wouldn't think all that was here. And a busy port. Here we go. As we go past here, see some more rock cut graves there. I'll not go because I'll be having to use this and keep my footing at the same time. But there is down there steps and a little pathway taking you behind there. There is, let's zoom in, a cross socket there, that little dugout part. I'm not sure if you can get underneath or not. It doesn't look like you can. It doesn't look like there's any little secret passageways or anything. But if you follow that round down there, or even down this path, down the steps, round more steps, and under there, you'll get to some early Christian carvings into the rock, and end up in the churchyard where we were earlier. But yeah, fascinating place, absolutely beautiful. Used to test cameras here. And a view from the other side. I'll not go too far back, so I'll drop down into them bushes. Further down there's actually a much older Bronze Age spiral cut into one of the rocks, and the area behind the other side of there, it's called the Barrows, and again there's evidence of Bronze Age occupation there. All in all, brilliant area. Oh, time to find somewhere to have a nice cup of tea and a sit down, I think. Back on the bike. Could have done with a cup of tea, but got some cold water in the flask, and pepperami, and some lead cushion. Lovely. I'll have to bring my Hexy stove next time and have a brew up. Do a tripod for this really, but when I'm zoomed in like this, you've got the mountains of the Lake District all the way over there. As we pan around, it drops off towards Barrow in Furness, and beyond that, somewhere out there beyond the wind farms, is the Isle of Man. Well, it's amazing. A bit of sea air, a bit of sunshine, can do your power good. Back in Morecambe now. Only a few more miles to go, and that's a bit boring. Cycle track all the way. But yeah, well, I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Thanks for watching.